Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Thanks for coming to the hall. My name is Al Larson. I'm with the Department of Public Safety. Appreciate you being here. It's an important and positive announcement for us today, and appreciate you taking a little bit of time out, even on a day with a little bit of inclement weather. I can't speak for you, but the humidity and the wind really wreaked havoc on my hair, so I hope you fared better than I did. So it was beautiful when I left the house this morning. But before we get rolling with our announcement, I just wanted to identify a few special guests that we have with us here this morning. Bill Owensby, Rick Snyder from FOP Lodge 86 are here. Gentlemen, thank you. Mike Reeves from Local 416. I know I saw Mike here. Mike, thank you for being here. There he is. Val Washington, the Deputy Director of Public Safety, is with us today, as well as a number of our DPS chiefs. Chief Height, Chief Miramani, Chief Boffman, Chief Malone, I believe, was going to be here potentially. So there he is in the back. Thank you all for being here. If I missed anyone, Lori White, Brian Reeder, Chief Coons, not sure if they can make it or not, but a bunch of our DPS chiefs have made it here, which we much appreciate. There's Lori. Good to see you. I want to introduce the folks that are sitting up front with us here today. Very important group, not only today, but in the months that have led up to this moment. Closest to me, from working from your left to right, Kimball Richardson is the Manager of Business Development and Referrals for Community. Next to Kimball is Julie Zemprich, the Associate Vice President at Eskenazi Health. Robin Parsons, next at the table here, the Director of Adult Services for Fairbanks. Next to Robin is Christian Ellis Frederick, Employee Assistance Program Manager at Franciscan St. Francis. Thank you for being here. Michelle Schaefer, the Director of Behavioral Health for IU Health, is here with us. Thank you very much. And Rita Langlois, the Director for the St. Vincent Stress Center, is here as well. So these are the folks that have played a critical role in getting us to this moment today. We wanted to thank you formally and appreciate you very much being here. With that, I will turn it over to the Executive Director of the Indy Public Safety Foundation, Nick Ball. Nick?
Thanks, Al. I have the distinct pleasure to announce today that the first response employees of the Indianapolis Department of Public Safety now have an additional counseling option available to them 24 hours a day. And it's basically thanks to these 6 organizations that this is a reality. Al's already mentioned all the names. I won't go through them again. The employees, the first response and all DPS employees right now have an employee assistance plan available to them, and they utilize it a fair amount. It works well. It gets a lot of use. This is an additional option slightly outside of that resource. So we're hoping that if some people are maybe hesitant to reach out to the existing EAP program, that they will maybe utilize this option that is available 24/7. So there's a hotline available. It's confidential, and it'll be manned by a live person 24/7. The number there is 317-880-3777. That's 880-DPS-7. The counseling is for the first response employees. That's all police, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, and their families. It's available to all of them. The counseling is comprehensive. It covers everything. We know that these jobs that we ask these people to do day in and day out are extremely stressful, and over time they take a toll on the individual and their families. The counseling is for a wide range of different things, including stress, but also marital issues, family issues, financial issues, depression, alcohol and substance abuse. It's pretty much wide open. So that's available to all the first response employees and their families 24/7. None of this would be here today. It wouldn't be a reality if it weren't for the assistance of a foundation volunteer. We had somebody volunteer to the foundation, and that is Mr. Bill Corley. He's the He's a healthcare consultant and former CEO of Community Health Networks. Bill has spearheaded this effort, and through his leadership, this is now available. So I'd like to introduce Bill, and thank you.
Thank you. First of all, it's a pleasure for me to represent on behalf of these dedicated professionals. They are absolutely exceptional individuals, and as a group, it's my pleasure to speak in their behalf. First, this is a partnership where these 6 institutions have come together to work together. We believe that this is the first time in the country that this kind of effort has come forth to provide assistance to first responders. Director Riggs basically asked, what can I do to help? And we basically took up that challenge and said, we believe we can provide comprehensive counseling service, an additional option for first responders, because we know the kinds of things that they go through. Together, I believe we can accomplish much more. In fact, about 20 years ago, when I was the CEO at Community, Jim Morris came to us, all of the CEOs in the city, and basically said, together you guys need to reduce the infant mortality rate in Indianapolis. We came together and we did it. The infant mortality rate dropped significantly so that we were not even in the top 100 cities in the United States. So I really believe in working together with other institutions, because I think we're stronger and can provide more comprehensive services together rather than individually. I would encourage you to ask these people, all these professionals, questions after we are finished, because we believe that this is very important for first responders. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Director Troy Riggs, Department of Public Safety for the City of Indianapolis. Troy?
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Good morning. Thank you for being here today. Just quickly, let me say, you see the 8 different divisions within the Department of Public Safety represented by leadership and many of our employees here today. Each day, think about all the runs that they make. Think about the death, destruction, the issues that they see each and every day, the issues that we as a city call upon them to perform each and every day. And then we don't think too much about the impact on them as an individual. So on behalf of the 3,200 men and women of the Department of Public Safety, I want to say thank you. Thank you for helping those that protect us each and every day. Could we get a round of applause for these individuals? Thank you so much. It's been a tough year in a lot of ways. We've been touched by murder. We've been touched by suicide. We've been touched by unexpected deaths, homes that have been broken within our membership, and sometimes the great help that is available through the city isn't utilized. We want to give another option. But let me give you just a snippet of what this means for us. Whenever there's a major issue, and there's an incident, and you have all the first responders responding to that, they see a lot. But what you may not realize is that while the first responders are there, and they're seeing things, and they smell things, and they witness things that it's going to be hard for them to get out of their minds for the rest of their life, they take that home to their families. And for those that don't have families or a support network, they take it home to no one. In both cases, it's a difficult situation. It can wreak havoc on a family. But then we forget about our civilian employees, those dispatchers that were dispatching to that run in that scene, the impact upon their lives. If you've ever listened to radio calls for help, and you're not there, you feel helpless, and the worry and the stress, and you take that home to your families. For your friends that see it on television, or they hear about on radio, and they start calling and reminding you of that day in and day out, whether you're civilian or sworn personnel, it adds to the stress. Is this needed? Absolutely. But I can assure you this, that we have 3,200 men and women that are committed to doing what's right each and every day. And not only will this mean that the handful of those that need assistance will get excellent assistance, your actions today tells that 3,200 people that this city and these individuals represented on the screen and their organizations care about those individuals that protect us each and day. Once again, thank you for being here.